Hello, my name is Shante Dockery, and this is my presentation on theory and action in the public sector today. Let's start with concepts of yesterday. Wilson's dichotomy, Taylor's scientific management, Gulick's abbreviation, which we'll get to later, Weber's bureaucracy, Follett's leadership, Simon's bonded rationality, and how do these concepts apply today? We start with Woodrow Wilson and his quote, "If you want to make enemies, try to change something," which, as we know, happens in all politics. When they try to change something, they create enemies. Wilson started the theory, which was a dichotomy. You can't talk politics into office. This theory is still alive in the public sector today. I have my own quote to that. When I'm out in the consumer in public, I always say, I will say what you can't say. Next we have Frederick Taylor. His quote, "Work consists mainly of simple, not particularly interesting tasks. The only way to get people to do them is to incentivize them properly and monitor them carefully." His theory was scientific management. What is scientific management today compared to micromanagement? Micromanagement is when you are given a task to do in the workplace, but management is continuing to look over your shoulder while you're completing it. Then we have Luther Gulick. And here's the acronym, which we saw earlier. It stands for planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, reporting, and budgeting. He's what we consider is widely used today in modern business and public administration. How is it used today, you ask? Well, look at any business like McDonald's, department stores, etc. They all fall under the rules of planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, reporting, and also budgeting. Then we have Max Weber. Max comes up with the theory of bureaucracy. Constitutes the efficient and rational way to govern a population. An example of that would be all of the social services from general to federal government. Weber's theory of bureaucracy has 6 facets: hierarchy, division of labor, centralization, closed, rules, and authority. Then we have Mary Parker Follett. Her quote, "Leadership is not defined by the exercise of power, but by the capacity to increase the sense of power among those led. The most essential work of the leader is to create more leaders." She shares the idea of civil rights leaders that we can all come together to achieve one goal. We all are leaders. What is an example of this today? Look at all civil rights movements throughout the nation. Last but not least, we have Herbert Simon. His quote, "Anything that gives us new knowledge gives us an opportunity to be more rational." Science is the whole basis of his life. From political to psychological, he thought there was a way to study it in a scientific way. He's considered the founding father of modern artificial intelligence of today. This guy was like an Einstein of computers. Well, out of all the people in this research, my favorite person was Mary Parker Follett. I will conclude with one of my favorite quotes of hers. "Many people tell me what I ought to do and just how I ought to do it. But few have made me want to do it. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.